welcome back if so to another market update video here at Benefit Central. I'm Benjamin, and today Bitcoin in the S&P charts. But before I get right into the market, please leave a like, drop a comment, and if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Everybody, realistically the whole entire market did rally. We saw a great relief, honestly, after our triple bottom in most of our stocks and cryptocurrencies. Once we closed above that neckline and got that retest for support, everything honestly launched, and we have seen that we are now battling right here. I'll do this live with everybody here for the video, and that we're battling a bit of resistance here, and honestly I do anticipate that we should break it, but as of right now we just honestly need to consolidate a bit more, obviously, just to get a bit more momentum and reset the RSI, as we have been overbought for a while. Honestly, we've been overbought for several days now, just trending and consolidating in that area. So obviously the bulls did want to make this pop as we did, and now we are facing once again that same resistance around 4188, around basically 4200 for the S&P 500. Diving into the weekly real quick on the S&P 500 right here, we are approaching a close above our descending channel here at around 4188 and around 4200. This is around, if we can get a close honestly above this, we should see the markets continue to rally up. But as of right now, I do see that we should consolidate just a bit, at least for another week, if so, at the most, just because we do need to reset. For the weekly, however, our RSI is actually, medium. It's not really overbought or oversold. And honestly, jumping into the monthly right now, we could get that full bull 180 that we anticipated. That full bull 180 from the S&P 500, pushing that right now, breaking that neckline right here, this little baseline that we have. From both of these monthly candles, we're going to end up getting a close above here, hopefully, not getting rejected from our indicators here. If so, then we should, anticipate a bit, at least halfway of that blue candle to wick below or close below. But other than that, realistically, the market has been doing well. We just redefined the meaning of a recession. So the Feds now are stating that we're not in a recession, or if we are in one, or whatever they're doing, they're trying to do their own thing, but they're swindling for sure. But other than that, we're going to dive into real quick just the 4 hour, just to show you more in depth of what is going on. As of right now, you've seen that we have just approached 4188, around our same resistance that we've had, and we are rejecting now lower, obviously, off of this honestly, this is a big resistance that we've had for a while, and I do anticipate, like I said, for us to close above it. Just however, I do see that we need more consolidation just for a little bit longer, just to get enough momentum to punch through that again like we have for the past several hours and days here. But other than that, I'm just going to dive into the Bitcoin charts real quick for you guys, just to show you guys what has been correlating with the S&P 500 so well. Here on the daily charts, you can see that we are forming that higher highs as well as our higher lows right here. And honestly, we would make one right here, make a higher high, correct, make one higher high. Right here, we still haven't made it. We just honestly are coming up to that resistance for Bitcoin. So I do anticipate that we will get this higher high, honestly, at around probably 25,000 or 25,500. Just because that would be the next step for this pattern that we're obviously trending in now. And as long as we can get out of this descending channel for Bitcoin, honestly, then I believe that we should be good to go for our next bull run as well. Just we do have a bit of time before we can realistically do that. So we are trending good and we are trending bullish, which is great. However, I'm getting a bit nervous just off of how this is trending. However, for right now, we are pumping great and the market is trending in a great area, so I won't even throw any kind of bearish momentum into it right now, since we've started the fire. I would like it to continue, honestly. But other than that, real quick, just diving into the weekly, just to show you guys that we are getting this RBI formation for the weekly on Bitcoin above our 200 EMA here. And this is phenomenal news, honestly. If you aren't in a position now, I would enter one, just because this is a perfect signal right here, as we've gotten one below our 200 EMA, which launched just above it. Here's our next entry right here, and honestly, we're right above or right below our 24,000 level, so that's the next hole, headed to the next probably hole as well, around 25,000, which our indicator should be around 29,000, which would indicate that we are again bullish. So let's see how strong this can be. But other than that, I will show you guys the monthly real quick, just trying to close and get that confirmation above our 50 EMA right here for the monthly. Other than that, I would like to see us continue bullish, just because I do see that this GBI can form here, and I realistically just don't want to see that for Bitcoin. And how everything is going, I don't anticipate that to happen. So far so good news. But diving into Ethereum real quick for the charts, because it's doing so phenomenal. I do apologize for the lines. I have been trading this live. If you haven't already tuned into those, please do so. But other than that, for the monthly for Ethereum real quick, you can tell that we are getting that bull 180 now, obviously off the second month here. But as long as we can continue and not form that GBI, like I said, this was a bit stronger than Bitcoin's. We should be doing well. Of course, obviously with the Bitcoin and Ethereum merge, as well as this Wednesday, hopefully having lower reports than, on inflation, which most likely will boost the markets as well. But diving into the weekly, you can see that we do have this pivot as well, bullish momentum headed up to the 2,000 level. The reason I say this is we just started this new weekly, have all week to make this momentum to 2K. Honestly, it's inevitable, honestly, that we touch 2,000. Bullish momentum has set in, and we are continuing forward. We are nowhere near overbought on the RSI for the weekly, so we should see prices at least break through one of these levels, honestly, anywhere from the 1,800 to the 2,000 levels. And if so, if we do get that momentum, I do anticipate that we have a wick through the 2,000 level, and then before we come back and retrace with that momentum to get support again. However, diving into the daily, just to show you guys, we are now breaching that 1,800 level, or we breached it, wicked above, and then now we're consolidating a bit, trying to decide what we want to do. But as of right now on the daily, we are overbought, unfortunately, so we do just need to get a bit more momentum, just consolidate a bit, maybe possibly this day end up being a red doji, leading to an RBI for the next day, and then pushing us forward around Tuesday or Wednesday when we get that news. Realistically, it just depends on how far this wants to retrace and come back after touching that 1,800 level. But I do, however, see obviously more bullish momentum ahead in our week this week. But diving into just the 4 hour, just to show you guys a little more in detail, obviously we got that bullish cross leading us to push us further past 1,700. Obviously, I've told you guys several times on Twitter, my live streams, Snapchat, and Instagram, all my media, that I just buy in and buy out, obviously, of the 1,700. If it goes below it, sell it. If it goes into it, buy it. There wasn't a whole lot of selling. I believe I only sold this twice, and I bought this a few times, maybe 3 or 4 times, just buying in and out of the 1,700 level. And then obviously it was a safe confirmation for me. And then obviously knowing the knowledge on candles and wicks, knowing how the chart is behaving, I got my signal and confirmation after that cross here. Even though everyone was scared about this bearish death cross, really wasn't too intimidated by it. I knew that we were trending up, as well as this W was forming, so I really wasn't too worried about it, as well as getting this squeeze our first time with this pop around touching 1750. Tweeted that one, and then we came back down, breaking below 1700. I believe I shorted there. That was my 2 times right here in the first area for Ethereum, and then right here for my second one here. But other than that, then we ended up longing this, and then longing it again around 1750, TPing around 1800 on both longs, and then now anticipating that this will probably, the 4 hour will probably form a GBI, and then another 4 hour will bring us back down to at least the 1700 level, 1720 level, just to consolidate a bit before we get that momentum again to push back through our 1800 level either the next day or so. But most definitely this week, just to reset our RSI, we just need to trend a bit lower like we have several times before we pumped again. But other than that, just going to show you guys real quick the XRP before I head out, and we are doing well. However, I want to show you guys the weekly just to get a more broad. I'll do the daily instead. Right here we got our break above our triple bottom, obviously, and then coming back and retesting support here at 35 cents, around 37 cents. And then finally getting this push back off like we did with the other cryptos. They are saying that this is a security and a stable coin as of right now, so it is interesting to find out what XRP will be doing. Excuse me. But as of right now, I will just be watching it just to see what kind of momentum it is doing, just because it is trending a bit different. and not correlating too well with the rest of the cryptos. At least with the volume, I would say it's not pumping as massive as the other ones are, passing dollars and resistances and supports and claiming all new highs and everything and all the sorts. But as of right now, it is just trending below, once again, the area that Ethereum and Bitcoin have passed at around 40 cents. So very interesting. I will be waiting for this XRP pop just because it is consolidating, and that does mean momentum, and it does mean hopefully soon that we will see a decision, either bullish or bearish. As of right now, we do have a bullish cross on the daily. For the weekly, however, we are obviously forming this RBI formation. However, we are battling our indicators here that is approaching us, as well as our monthly forming that GBI formation downward. So I'm not really too bullish right now on XRP, but however, I just wanted to update you guys on my analysis for XRP. But other than that, everybody, that was another quick market update video for you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao.